Imagine for a moment you've always heard a kind of music. It's not a simple melody. It's a complex, beautiful, and sometimes overwhelming symphony. For your entire life, people have told you to listen for a simple tune, a straightforward rhythm. They tap their feet to a beat you can't quite hear. And they look at you strangely when you mention the violins, the choirs, the crashing cymbals of your own experience. You really tried to hear their simple song. You thought, maybe your hearing was broken. This is the beginning of every great story. The hero in the ordinary world feeling out of place, sensing a call they don't yet understand. Now the call's becoming clear. The message is simple. Your symphony is real, and it's not a malfunction. It's your magic. Let's take the first step on the path. You know that feeling of buying a beautiful new notebook, writing perfect plans for a new life, only to find it abandoned a week later? People might call that a failure. But let's see it with new eyes. That's not a failure. That is a dragon and a treasure, all in one. The part of you that craves the plan, the structure, the beautiful order, that's the part of you that can sense the sacred geometry of the universe. It knows with the right structure you can build anything. It's your inner architect. The part of you that gets bored, that says, this is too repetitive. Let's go explore something new. That's not a saboteur. That is your inner explorer. The one who needs to discover new lands, to bring back treasures for the architect to build with. When you feel the tension between them, you're not broken. You're a kingdom with two wise rulers learning to cooperate. The architect draws the blueprints for a magnificent castle. The explorer sails across the seas to find the gems and rare woods to build it. One's not better than the other. Together, they create wonders. And this explains why the normal path, the well-trodden road that makes others feel safe, feels like a cage to you. Of course it does. The explorer yearns for the uncharted oceans. And the architect wants to build new kinds of cities, not copy the old ones. Your soul is not meant to walk a path. It's meant to create them. This feeling of being an outsider is not a curse. It's the first sign you were born to be a pioneer. Now let's talk about your heart. You may have been told you're too logical, that you don't feel things the right way. This is perhaps the greatest misunderstanding of all. Imagine you have a cup. For most people, their cup holds a glass of water. An emotion, when they feel sad, they feel a glass of sadness. When they feel joy, a glass of joy. Your cup is not a cup, it's an ocean. When you feel the entire ocean. The joy is tidal, the grief is a storm. It's so vast, so powerful. To simply feel it would be to drown. So your beautiful, logical mind steps in. It's not a wall against the ocean. It's the lighthouse and the levee. It builds channels and dams to direct the awesome power of that water and turn it into energy that can light up entire cities. Your logic is not a lack of feeling. It's the deep, profound respect you have for the immense power of your own heart. It's how you translate a tsunami into an unsustainable force for good. This is why you create systems for everything. You're not being rigid. You're composing the sheet music for your own symphony. You're writing down the notes so the music can be played, shared, and understood. And when someone interrupts your process, it feels like they're tearing a page from your score. The anger you feel is the passion of a creator protecting their creation. And the need to listen to a podcast while folding laundry. This is your explorer being invited on a grand adventure, while your architect happily organises the socks. You're not distracting yourself. You're integrating your kingdoms. You're allowing both rulers to reign in harmony. So what's the treasure at the end of this hero's journey? It's not a prize you find. It's a power you remember. The ability to see patterns others miss. That's your psychic light. It's your intuition showing you the hidden connections in the world. The deep, hyper-focused research on a topic that captivates you. This is channeled knowledge. You're tuning your mind to a specific frequency of information and downloading it directly. The feeling of being different, of being an outsider, that's your spiritual activation. It's the sign you're operating on a different frequency than the old world. You're not receiving the same broadcast, and that's your greatest gift. As you accept this, a wonderful upgrade begins. The static in your mind begins to resolve into a clear signal. The confusion becomes clarity. The pain of not fitting in transforms into the purpose of building a new world where more people can belong. The ramifications of ignoring this call, they're a life spent trying to shrink your ocean into a cup. It's a life of quiet frustration, of knowing you've a symphony inside, but only being allowed to hum a single simple note. But the future of accepting it is one where you stop trying to hear the simple song and instead begin to conduct your own magnificent symphony. You build the structures that only your mind can design, fueled by the novelty that only your spirit craves. You form deep soul-level connections with others who hear their own complex music. You heal the world, not by being normal, but by being fully, utterly, brilliantly you. And you can already feel that shift beginning, can't you? A part of you deep inside is already remembering the music. It's turning up the volume. And it's the most beautiful sound you've ever heard. The journey's yours. The hero's you. The world is waiting for your song.